Hey guys, Tyler here. I wanted to do a video today about the fact that Jesus wants to spend time with us. He wants our time. I had a dream last night that the Lord, it's kind of a little strange. It doesn't really make sense in the regular life, but the Lord really impressed upon me through the dream that He is looking for me to give Him my time. So in the dream, it was crazy. The Lord had basically convinced me to go to a recovery program, like a substance abuse recovery program. And I mean, thank God I don't have an actual substance abuse program, but it was such a vivid dream where I like met people. I have a very clear impression in my mind of what they were like, like what they looked like, what they talked like. I saw like, deep issues. Like these were not, bots. They were in the sense that like it was not predictable, the stuff they were doing. In other words, it was a very vivid dream. But in the dream, it was so clear. I, like met all these people. I got like checked into the program. I knew I was going to be there for at least 2 weeks, which is probably less time than you normally spend in a recovery program. But the point was that finally, once I was all checked in, I was in this like little dormitory. I sat on my bed once I was checked in, and it was like, whoa, I'm here. And I have all my responsibilities of life, everything that I have 5 kids, I have a job, I'm launching a ministry. There's like so much, relationships, friends, marriage, whatever. There's so much going on in my life. And it was like all that was taken away and there was nothing to do. I had no agenda. And it was like the Lord was saying to me, do you see the lengths I would go to get time with you? And I knew He just wanted me to spend this 2 weeks, this time period, being with Him. And I woke up like, wow, I knew the truth of it. I have to give Jesus more time. And I say all that to say, because as I was meditating on it this morning, the Lord was showing me, when Jesus gave His life for us on the cross, it was not like someone that takes a bullet for you. Like, yes, He gave His life for us. He died for us. But it means so much more than that, because He didn't just take the shot for us. He gave His being to us in such an amazing way. So in the Old Testament, when God would appear to people, He'd appear as someone from the outside and talk to people. But what was going on inside of the Lord, His actual thoughts, His heart, His glory, the glory of who He was separate from the people that He came to and spoke with, right? But what Jesus did when He gave His life for us, He gave us His whole being, like His inner life. He opened up to us what was going on inside of his thoughts, His feelings, His perspective, His inner working, the glory, the very substance of who He is. That's what He gave for us on the cross. So it was not just a sacrifice one time. His blood, He put His blood on the altar, the eternal altar of heaven, and became an eternal gift to us. He has become for us salvation. He's become for us redemption and rejuvenation. And He's become the gift, the very gift of life to us. Every goodness, handing of a gift from the Lord to us. And all of that, I'm saying all of that to say, and the Lord was saying this to me this morning, I gave all of this to you to share my whole life with you. And He gave me this thought, like, it's like when someone retires and suddenly they have a lot more time on their hands, right? It's like the Lord, He had this whole like life to Himself, but it's like, when someone dies, like when someone retires, suddenly it's like they have so much more to give to the rest of the world because they're not preoccupied with everything else going on in their work, their day job, right? And it's not like God retired from His day job of running the universe, but it's like that like opening up. I have so much time for you now. And not just time to like hang out with you and talk with you. I want to give you everything now. And the Lord was showing me through this dream, and I want you to give that much to me, right? Like love is not a one-way street. It takes two to tango, right? The Lord is looking for a partner for all of eternity. He gave everything so that he could find, he would have, if like all 8 billion people in the world and however many billions of people have lived before that, if none of them took his invitation to give, to requite his love in the way that he has poured it out, offering it to anyone who's willing, except for you. If you were the one person that was willing to return the full gift of Jesus's whole being to him fully, he would have done that just for you. Do you realize that God is so enamored? Like, I mean, he thought of you out of nothing. He made a billion other people. He could have thought of someone else, right? But he thought of you. And if no one else was ever going to respond, he would have given his whole, not just taken the bullet for you, he would have like laid it all down to make it all available to you so he could be fully invested in you, so that you might be the one that would fully lay it down for him. And my friends, I want to say that at least there may be another way to requite his love in the same way that he has given it for us. I don't know. I'm not claiming to be an expert on that, but at least for my part, I just feel that the only way I know to return that love to Jesus that he has given to me is to give him my time. The reason why is because it's like, little girls, like 8-year-old girls that are besties, right? They spend so much time together that they get inside each other's heads. I don't know if you've had this experience, but I have little girls. They spend so much time with each other, they can complete each other's sentences, right? They're just in each other's heads. They know what's going on inside of their friend because they're just so invested in being a part of their life, right? And the Lord is looking for that kind of unison with us, that kind of unity. And the only way that I know of to come to that place where you really know what's going on inside of the mind and heart of the Lord is to spend the time that is required to you hear him enough, you connect with him enough, you're deeply enough in his head that you know what he's thinking. And that is how we become more deeply a part of the Lord's world, the Lord's life. Like people will say, oh no, it's all by grace. Like you have it all already. You have the promise all already. And I mean, you have it in the sense that it's fully offered. Jesus has given it all for us. He's all in. He's totally invested. But that doesn't mean that we're totally invested. That doesn't mean that we're going to partake of everything that he has to give. It doesn't mean that we necessarily even want that. Some people are, intimacy averse. A lot of people, actually, if we're honest, they're scared of opening up completely, letting the light into all the, secret compartments of our heart. But the Lord is looking for that. He wants that full sharing. So I just say that to say that if you really want, this channel is all about helping people become more intimate with the Lord. And I want to say, if you really want to grow in intimacy with Jesus, an unavoidable part of that growing in depth of really knowing the Lord and walking with the Lord is spending time with him. You have to give him your time. He's given you all of eternity. You have to requite that with, is that a word, requite? I hope so. With giving him space in your life. And so I just encourage you to set aside that time, because even if it feels like something if you will create the space, God will make himself known to you. He will make the worthiness, the how worth it is to give him that time. He will give that to you. He will show you, oh man, I know why it's worth giving you this time. His thoughts are profound. His heart is amazing. It is life itself. Who he is everything that our hearts desire, that we desire. And so, guys, go for it. I hope that encourages you.